You make your way out of the general store and down the road to the clinic. You make your way up the familiar hill, past the rows of ragged houses that make up Scarlet Hollow's residential area. Oh god, oh my god. Oh, whoa. Wow, we just decided to go up. Okay, I thought we were going home. We went to Dr. Kelly's. There is ditchlings and a raccoon here. And a ditchling here, and a ditchling here, and a ditchling here. Okay. Oh, hey, hi, Wayne. Hi. You just in the business of stalking me? Has he always been in like every scene or what? Like he's actually showing up kind of often. It isn't long before you find yourself outside Dr. Kelly's clinic, its secrets enticing you to find a way in. By myself? Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet has been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits this compulsive frequency. You used to be quite the Lady Casanova in high school, and back in the day, you learned two things. First, that the second floor of a residential building is never locked. And second, the skills needed to take advantage of that security flaw. My face? No judgmental parents ever managed to get in the way of you and your high school flames. Well, if you're gonna be that convincing about it, oh, I can talk to Reese first, maybe. Nah. My hot self is too convincing, let's go. You scan the parts of the building around the terrace and zero in on a drain pipe. Bingo. And if we talk to Reese, I don't want him to get into trouble. Maybe his mom will think I'm colluding with him, so let's just keep him out of it for now. It's been a while since you've done this, and you're a little rusty, but it doesn't take much effort before you're there. You try the door. It's unlocked. It's always unlocked. Sound like a predator. The upstairs of the clinic feels like a decommissioned museum. Old furniture is covered in plain white sheets, and a thick layer of dust coats the floor. This place hasn't seen any use in years. You're in the clinic, free to explore as you please. Is she home? Is anyone home? Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. You've been caught by its gravity, an overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner and towards a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. Ready? Whoa. What? Wait, what? Isn't that Reese? Why is he sleeping in the morgue? What the f... Okay? You like just sleeping on the... Wait, there's a morgue in the clinic? Is Dr. Kelly really a coroner then? It's not normal to have a morgue in a doctor's clinic. I know it used to be, they said it was a Civil War hospital, but damn, that's... I would not want to live here. Wait. The lights click on. You're in the morgue. Welonz? What are you doing in the morgue? What are you doing? Hi. Hey. Sorry, this must look kind of weird. I promise I'm not secretly dead already or something. Thank you for clarifying, I was wondering. Sometimes I just come down here to practice, rehearse. Oh, that's morbid. Hey, well, if you are a living corpse, that wouldn't be a deal breaker. No, it would be. It would be okay. That's good to know. I'm still not. But I'm glad I haven't managed to scare you off. It's not often I get to meet new people. Especially new people I, would like to get to know better. His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. Sorry, Reese, I'm a little busy right now. You can almost feel yourself slipping into a trance, and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. My sensory works through walls. You need to see what's back there. There's not even a door there. Follow the pull. You touch the wall. It feels disappointingly solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment, the thing on the other side of the blank white wall loosens its pull on you. It's just it's not that strong of a pull. People can take me out of it, but if there's no one around me, I would just go beeline for it. You kind of looked possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. There's some kind of magic shit going on, man. But it's telling me I need to get behind that wall. I'm trying my best to not sound brainwashed right now, but I am. Reese glances back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? This is probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the doc out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Get the doc out of our hair? Yeah. If I say I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing and do it for me. Surefire way to get her out of the house. And most of the time it's true anyway. We all need a little bit of a break sometimes. It does make her worry about him a little more, but I'm not gonna guilt trip him, whatever, it's... whatever. Use what you gotta get what you need. No shame in that. Exactly. Although I do lean towards that perspective of worrying his mom, but if the mom isn't here, if I'm just speaking to one individual person, it's easier for me to just be like, oh yes, I agree with everything you say, just to keep the harmony. Not because I'm trying to be a bootlicker, but life is just easier when you're trying to keep the harmony. You don't want to be arguing with every single person you come across every day. Oh, sounds great. Lead the way. We're gonna axe the wall. Yeah, like we're not even gonna go to the door. We're just gonna go straight to the wall and break it open there. Okay. Sweet. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He's got that like sickly boy aesthetic that I feel like some people are really into. He seems excited. His usual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. Something different for once. You hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom? Reese! I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally try to keep some juice down. It looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I just picked some up. She does care. She really cares about him, and she's gonna be heartbroken to find that he's been lying about this. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice, and some ginger ale too. That would be awesome. Sorry to ask, I know you're probably busy. It's not a great dynamic. Not a great mother and son dynamic on both ends. It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear her footsteps move down the hall, then the front door opening and closing. It worked! The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up! We don't have long until she's back! As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. Whoa, this is the clinic? It's huge! How big is your house actually? This is like a full-on... Oh, wow, okay. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. I kind of feel like I'm taking advantage of a sick boy's attraction to me. To make him do bad things. Sorry, Reese, it's really not like that though. Or is it? You make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records, with your family's name on them. Oh, if we read it now, maybe we'll get caught. Okay. You scoop up the folder, tucking the documents in for later perusal. Oh, but then I just stole it. As opposed to reading it and not letting her know that I read it. Well, too late now. Reese watches you with curiosity. Stealing medical documents? If my family's gonna keep secrets from me, I better learn what I can. And you should understand. You should understand this very well, Reese. Totally. Steal anything you need to. You've got a mystery to solve. I'm not gonna stand in your way. See, I feel like I'm taking advantage of his circumstances to help me. Let's check the medical supply room next. I can imagine a room full of chemicals being a place someone might want to keep an axe. Better be careful stealing stuff in there, though. That might really get you into trouble. Not the documents, but the medicine. You turn around and leave the office. It's time to move on. Come on, let's keep looking. There it is. Looks like it needs a key, though. If only we had an axe to break out the emergency axe. We'd better not break the glass. I'd rather explain why I had to steal the axe after we've had a chance to use it. There must be a key in here somewhere. He stops, as if listening to something you can't hear. Shit, she's back already. Yeah, so if we read it, then maybe we would have gotten caught, or not get the axe. As if on cue, you hear the front door to the clinic open and close, the creak of its antique hinges echoing down the hallway. Footsteps start down the hall. How close is the grocery store, my gosh? She's headed this way. Quick, we gotta hide. I'm not supposed to be in here. He opens the closet door and hurriedly motions you inside. Are we gonna be stuck in there together? You slip past him, scrunching into the small space as best you can. He attempts to slide in after you. Yeah, let him in, whatever. You make space, and he slips in next to you, closing the door just enough that you can both still monitor the entrance to the supply room. While he looks really sickly from this angle, it's like the hollowed out cheek and the collarbones. Oh, goodness. Dr. Kelly storms in, plastic bag in tow. She takes something out of the bag and places it on the counter. And then she hurries back out, bag rustling as she makes her way back down the hallway. We'd better wait a second, just in case. You're momentarily distracted from the danger at hand by Reese's sudden closeness. It's almost strange to be here with him, after the way he was hidden away for the first few days of your week in Scarlet Hollow. It made him into a seemingly mythical figure, the tragic artist wasting away in a basement guarded by a tyrannical warden. I hadn't heard about him that much though. I only heard about him via Stella's story when we were hiking. Now, he's right in front of you, a flesh and blood human being, one you could reach out and touch if you so desired. Okay, I don't wanna I don't want to take advantage of sickly boys here. I like you. You're interesting. The edge of the door shakes slightly. You realize his hand is trembling on the wall. I think you're interesting, too. You see a blush rise in his cheeks, and he tears himself away from your gaze, trying to hide his face under the guise of staring out into the supply room beyond. Oops! Sorry, I might have been a little bit too hot for that to not be flirty. The doctor's footsteps return, the floorboards creaking as she makes her way back towards your hiding spot and interrupting your quiet moment. His head swivels suddenly. That was the door to the house. We're in the clear. Let's go. The two of you spill out of the closet. Reese quickly and quietly starts pulling out drawers, scanning them for keys. Aw, I was having fun in there. Reese pauses his search, barely glancing back to you, but you still see pink blossom on his cheekbones. Okay, maybe I do this thing, if you're new here, I do this thing where I flirt with literally everybody until I can't anymore, but it could potentially hurt people's feelings down the line, especially in Scarlet Hollow. We could always spend more time together later, once we're done sneaking around. If the doc hasn't kicked you out by then. He turns away, continuing to rifle through drawers, trying to hide the grin that spread across his face at the suggestion. Okay. You're not gonna look around, Welonz? Just sit here like a lord? You watch while he rifles through drawers, content to let him figure it out. Soon, there's a jingling of keys, and he turns to you, victorious. Okay, this doesn't feel good though. It really does kind of feel like I'm taking advantage of him. Here we go. They're even color-coded. She made this too easy. Reese pauses to look at the plant on the table. That? It was weird of her to drop that off, right? Why would she put some alien-looking fruit in the supply room? What is that? What is that? I don't know enough about plants. She's not a pharmacist. She's not supposed to make her own medicine. This room is for storing stuff she orders from an actual pharmacist, and I doubt it's decorative. You think she's using that medicinally? If you take everything, she's gonna know someone was in here. It is weird. Maybe we should do some snooping. But before you get the chance to do that, Reese jerks his head towards the door. Shit! That was the door from the house! We've gotta run! Grab the axe and go! Oh, maybe I should have grabbed it then. But we can't grab everything! She's gonna know! You grab the axe and follow Reese's instruction, once again starting down the basement stairs, letting the pole of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right. We did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest. Oh, I'm just gonna chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, that's just my music. I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all that industrial clanging you listen to. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. Do you at least have a blanket this time? I'm just sitting here thinking I probably wouldn't let my son hang out in the morgue, but for Dr. Kelly, since she usually restricts so much of Reese's freedoms, this might be her one concession. Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You hear the door close, and the sound of Reese descending the stairs to join you in the fluorescent lit room below. Hey. Hi. You listen to music that sounds like a wall being broken down? Of course I do. I'm sad all the time. Just want to feel something. Anything. Even if it's ear pain. Glad my taste in music is finally coming in handy. It's exactly the cover we need. You want to put it on? Stop asking questions. It's time to see what's on the other side of that wall. Oh no, I didn't get to warn him. I'm sorry. Let's do this. Let's pretend to be civilized. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Have at it. Oh my god. You approach the far end of the morgue, axe practically singing through the air as you strike the wall. The first cut offers a surprising amount of resistance. There is some structure behind it, some wood frame holding it in place, trying to stand between you and what waits for you on the other side. You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your effort. Oh my... Whoa, Welonz, are you like Hercules or what? Holy... I know the walls are not that crazy, but that you made a gigantic human-sized hole. How are we gonna fix this? We can't explain any of this. Stealing the documents, stealing that weird flower thingy is the least of our worries. We made a gigantic hole in their home. Holy shit. The splintered edge frames a dark passage, seemingly cut deep into the side of the cliff, cold seeping from a forgotten place into the already frigid morgue. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthy mildew smell, like the room is slowly filling with dirt. Does this room... Is this beyond that door we were looking at yesterday, though? Does it all link back up? And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. Without the wall, the Wi-Fi signal got better. You step forward, and you climb into the hole. Whoa. Got a whole wheelchair here, some medical-looking supplies, and then another boarded-up section. Dude, Reese, your nails! Did you cut your nails? They're freakishly long, my gosh. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing, rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall. Oh, the Civil War hospital part. So maybe it's normal. Maybe they just closed it off, but you're digging it back up. It's not necessarily something evil. Oh, who am I kidding? His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Whoa, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years, the planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. Wait, I always want to see that again. What was that? It was like mermaids and... It was kind of cyclical looking. A link of cyclical stuff. Injured man. Enoch. Enoch! My great-great-grandfather. And some dude. Enoch! I thought you weren't going to come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. Yeah, now we know our great-great-grandfather is not a nice man. They said there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Is that why there was a wheelchair? Enoch, what am I gonna do? Calm down, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research, and I found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out. I promise. Black magic. I want to talk to the witch. Witch? But that's nonsense. Teddy, It's all right. It's all sorted. We're taking you home today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. It's that same witch. It's the same witch that was helping Charlie Shaw. There was something about how Silas was in the war or something, right? Or one of his sons or whatever it was. So maybe that man there was somebody who came back from the war, but he lost his legs. Teddy? Do we have a Teddy in our bloodline? Teddy and Enoch. Brothers, maybe? Just judging by their interaction. Everything goes black. Your vision swims into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. Oh damn, I just passed out. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Hey, I was worried you slipped into a coma or something. Last time, our perspective was we were standing right here. We see the DVD collection. Oh, weird doll thingy. Ooh, okay. Alright, okay, cool. This is his bed. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. Did you put away the carving? Hey, we haven't been taking the carvings at all. We just look at it and get the vision and go. Are you okay? Okay, yeah, forget it. I still have those documents I swiped, right? I need to see if there's a Teddy. Yeah, you should still have them on you. Sure enough, you pull out the file containing medical documents about your family. Okay, fine, we'll go in order. Pearl Ann's death certificate, sleep apnea, discovered by her daughter. Oh, Tabitha found her? Oh gosh. Chrysanthemum Scarlet? Oh, Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. That's her middle name. Oh, wow, that's... I was already thinking that Tabitha sounded a bit like an old-fashioned name, but Chrysanthemum, my gosh. No autopsy performed. Aberdeen? Born April 9, 1913. Died February 12, 2003. Aged 89. Cause of death, heart failure. Signed by her granddaughter, Pearl Ann Scarlet. Heart failure, sleep apnea. Pretty normal. Almost made it to 90. Died of a normal old person illness, as opposed to the non-normal ones. Enoch, September 9, 1887. Died August 20, 1959. I'm not keeping track. Age 69. Cause of death, fall from cliff. This one has a coroner's report attached. Organ sustained impact injuries, lacerations to the neck, and body consistent with fall from great height. Fall or pushed? That's immediately what I'm thinking if you tell me someone fell off a cliff. Yeah, but we don't think about that yet. You quickly flip through a few of the other Scarlets whose names aren't quite as familiar. What about Teddy? Theodore, Teddy. Right? Theodore Scarlet. Age 28. Wait, I just want to check the overlapping in dates. Are they brothers? 1887? Oh, I need to go past this line first. 1887. Right, so Theodore is probably Enoch's younger brother by 3 years. Died 1918. When did Enoch die? 1918. Well, 40 years later. Cause of death crushed in mine collapse. Body not recovered. Signed by his brother Enoch Scarlet. But if that's Teddy, he clearly did not die in the mine collapse. Body not recovered. Joseph Scarlet, 1914, another brother. Died at 30. Louis Scarlet, born 1920, died 1944. Everyone died young. Oh, is this the war? They died one day apart. Both killed at Normandy in the line of duty. These must have been Edwardin's brothers. Certificate of fetal death. Infant boy. Andrew Charles Scarlet. Charles?! Delivered April 3rd, 1945. Stillbirth. Mother. Edwardine Scarlet. I thought we heard about there was, Edwardine had a cyst. Wait. So this would be our great uncle? Everdeen is my great grandma. No, what? Oh, I'm so confused. I need a visual representation of this tree, but Charles seems like a deliberate middle name to me. Cause of death, complications during birth, no doctor present, home burial. Wait. Yeah. Maybe technology back in the day too. People, moms dying when they give birth, kids dying when the mom gives birth. Is that normal? There was no doctor present at the birth and a home burial. There's some information missing there. Yeah, it's probably because... Well, if this is the Shaw, if this is Charlie's kid, then they don't want people to know about it. So the official records don't say too much. Okay, so that might mean that it's possible that me and Tabitha are not Shaws then. I guess. Everdeen is our great grandma, right? I'm trying to keep it straight in my head here. We don't know. Ask Tabby later. Alexandra Scarlett. Born 1947. Died age 9. Missing, presumed dead. Signed by Mother Everdeen Scarlett. Oh, that's so... nothing a parent should have to do. Alexandra. The owner of the doll. So she went missing. Oh, the doll in my closet. Oh, that's so sad. Mary Bell Scarlett. Born September 3rd, 1946. Died age 17. This is also Everdeen's daughter? Yeah, cause of death, complications during childbirth. Signed by her mother, Everdeen Scarlett. So many dead children. Oh my gosh. That's that? Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No. I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. Figured you wouldn't want to come to in the morgue. I had a vision. Like a hallucination? I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. Really? Really? But not my kind, some other ones. Always just weird little things, like my hands would look wrong or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. A dream? A dream or hallucination? I think the carvings are trying to warn me about something. My family has dark secrets. But I also feel like they actually happened. But why am I being shown this? Because it's a warning, hopefully, a good warning, saying, hey, be careful. An old family like yours? I believe it. Hopefully that's all ancient history, though. I wouldn't want something to happen to you. I'd like to get to know you a little better before either of us dies. Very morbid. No time for that, though. Sorry, boy. Wait, nothing spooky happened? The mountain didn't collapse on us? No ghosts? No? Nothing. You just fell down, twitched a little, and when you seemed stable, I carried you back here. That was a few hours ago. I wonder what would happen if I try to go back now. Because the carving, this is the closest we've been to a carving without having the ability of going back taken away from us. Because the first time the mine collapsed, we couldn't go back in. The second time, the library is now haunted. But here, we can still go back. And I wonder if we should tell Tabitha about it too. Okay, I'm done leading the boy on, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. No problem. It wasn't hard. This is also a little bit alarming, but let's pass on that. Should I go now already? I guess I should go? I mean, Stella is still missing. I should probably get going. Stella's still missing and the stone here finally stopped yelling at me. Before anything bad happens, Tabitha said don't get into trouble. That might be a little tricky. The doc is on the warpath up there. What's she doing? I refuse to take my medicine, and she's not happy about it. But after I looked this up, you got it. There was no way I was gonna take anything she gave me. She's been poisoning me for years. What? Well, when we were seeing Rosalina earlier, one of the options was like, hey, Dr. Kelly, you here to poison Rosalina? She's been poisoning you? What is it? I went ahead and blocked my door, so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. But why would your mom poison you? I don't know. Is it that simple? Like, her methods are extreme. But I did agree, I did get the sense she cared about her son deeply and she wouldn't hurt him. So, I want to say there's a reason she's doing this. It's not just because a mother wants control of her son 100%, is it? But the internet says this is castor bean. It's used to make ricin, a super deadly poison that causes some of my exact symptoms. Oh my god. And death, usually. The thing I can't figure out is whether she's been trying to kill me slowly, or if she just likes keeping me sick enough to be dependent on her. Oh. There must be a reason. She's a doctor. She's a doctor. Her profession is to help people, make them feel better. And when I saw her with Rosalina, I did believe it. How could a doctor want to kill her own son? Please tell me there's something. Either way, I don't think I've ever had an illness. I think the illness was me growing up and becoming less easy to control. She sure found a cure for that. No, but remember she was scared of Reese though, so maybe he has some other thing going on, and she is keeping him weak enough so that whatever she's afraid of won't happen. Ricin is really bad. How are you not dead? And you've been having it for years. I don't know. Are you like super strong? Maybe it's low enough doses, or maybe I developed a tolerance. But I think the fact that I feel more and more alive by the minute is enough proof that she was keeping me sick. I don't even need solid evidence. Don't go to the local cops, but cops. I don't want to immediately jump to telling. Oh, but I feel like am I harboring the mom if I don't say it? Okay. Well, no matter what, we should get out of this basement soon. Where would we go? My house? Can we jump through the window? You have a basement window, right? The only person I know who has a car is Kanika, and she's not answering her phone. Oh, she's tired. I don't know anyone else. I don't have any other family to go to. I never even finished high school. Did she not homeschool you? Oh, you dropped out. Oh, that's right. I think Tabitha mentioned that before. Oh my. So this condition, he got sick and then he dropped out of high school. And then it's been like 10 years since high school, and this whole time he's been stuck in his basement. He's basically been suffering as long as, say, Tabitha and Stella have been apart. Oh my goodness. But also, 10 years of ricin and not dead? When I get out of this house, I don't know how I can make sure I don't wind up right back down here. Well, if you feel better without the ricin, then you can go anywhere. You're an adult. You can stay with me if you want. Not that I asked Tabitha. At least until you get on your feet. Oh, Truck was my cat. That's right. Oh, you mean my place? Outside of Scarlet Hollow? That's not feasible. As long as you're not allergic to cats. I live with a cat named Truck. He's terrible. Truck? That's a great name. I've never had any pets. I hope it's not too late for me to learn how to be friends with a cat. It's an exciting thought. Living in Maple Creek? With you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like that. He smiles, his eyes distant as he imagines the possibility of such a life, undoubtedly for the first time. He feels revitalized, realizing that he doesn't have to just wait until he dies. Thanks, Welonz. You have no idea how much this offer means to me. I was thinking about the Scarlet Estate. I didn't mean forever. I didn't... Okay. But I guess we've still gotta pass some time before we can get out of here. And I don't even know if I'm going back to Maple Creek. A distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Maybe it's the lack of poison in my system for the first time in years, or the fact that my whole perception of reality has just been turned on its head. Probably a combo. It doesn't feel awful, to be honest. What if your mom doesn't fall asleep? You shouldn't call her my mom. As far as I'm concerned, she's forfeited that title. I don't even think I should call her doctor. She's just some woman now. Can't wait for her to be in the rearview mirror of the rest of my life. Oh, you don't want to hear what she has to say at all? If she doesn't fall asleep by 10, we can figure something else out. These windows are supposedly shatterproof, which she always said was for burglars. Now I assume it was yet another way to keep me boxed in. But we can try to break them anyway. Okay, we need to start letting him down gently. I believe you owe me a showing of Shi-no-Chi, Deathblood? I believe I do. Reese gets the movie set up and joins you on the bed. Oh. This might be the more flirty option. Let me know if it gets to be too much for you. I'm not a great judge of how other people will react to the sorts of things I watch, but I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. You can even see he decorated the walls and everything. My gosh. This looks uncomfortable though. Should we... Like this, you're twisting your body and all. This is a slow burn of a movie, but the dread it's managing to build is palpable in the room. Or maybe that's just how it feels down here all the time. What with the grisly paintings, lack of lighting, cinder block walls, and of course, the fact that the woman currently lurking upstairs had been poisoning her son since his teens. I've seen a couple of this director's other films, and they're all interesting, though this is probably the best introduction to his work. Be movie buff. The way it jump cuts to seemingly unrelated TV show recordings that then wind up tying back into the narrative adds a level of realism and depth to the world that I find really engrossing. It's found footage used to its fullest. I can't believe I'll be able to do things like this from now on. Just put on a movie and hang out with people I like. He trails off, his newly energetic and chatty demeanor once again replaced with his usual shy, tense self. But you can still tell there's something different about him, now that he hasn't had his daily dose of poison. That quickly? It's been like, what, 2 hours? Don't punch him while he's... Yeah, don't punch him down like that. Hope is what keeps us alive. We need to have hope. I'm glad you'll be able to have a social life, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Reese smiles to himself. It's still hard to imagine, hard to believe, after all these years alone, that's gonna be my reality. You are getting ahead of yourself though. We haven't gotten anywhere yet. A man on the screen yells portents of doom into the camera, trailing off into a wordless scream. The plot is really heating up. I love that there are all these distinct sorts of vignettes, little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people, and only once you start to see how they fit together, can you realize some fundamental horror about the universe. Are you describing Scarlet Hollow? And then it sees you back! Incredible. Cosmic horror in the truest sense. Reese has got canine teeth too. I don't know, man. I'm a little bit worried, but like his nails were sharp and he's got a little bit of like an animalistic nature to his look. Reese is becoming very animated. It's probably safe to assume that he's dealing with a lot of extra adrenaline right now, what with his entire reality turning out to be a lie. But he's also talking over the movie. We didn't even try the windows, but I'll just let him talk, whatever. Sorry if I'm talking a lot, I'm just jittery. It's a little terrifying to think that she's up there right now. There's a knock on the window. Oh! Hi, Dr. Kelly. Oh, what the hell?! Welonz, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice, I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Did Stella capture his voice somewhere? Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the supposedly shatterproof window. Enemies upstairs? Enemies outside? We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. Wayne hasn't driven me astray yet. I have a bad feeling when he says thing, he's talking about someone right next to us. What do you mean? Wayne isn't gonna hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. It's true, he hasn't hurt anyone yet. Yes, he will. He's furious with me. Can't you hear it? Okay, whatever's going on with Reese, I don't think he knows about it. Like, there's no point telling him about it. Oh no. But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. I can protect the both of us, Welonz. The window shatters. What? What? Oh my... Did you... Oh! What? There's a tail! What? Oh, what's the most shocking thing on the screen right now? The fact that the paintings are coming to life? Wayne's breaking in through a little tiny basement window? Or Reese has a tail? There's his spine. What is happening? Oh my god. As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand. I'll pull you out.
Leave us alone!
In a surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside Reese finally comes. As it manifests, the broken basement window is now sealed off. And Wayne along with it. Oh no, oh no. I think we should run. Wait, I'm trying to... Okay, depending on if Reese is still sentient and himself right now. First of all, what is he? What is he? I don't know. But suddenly, see, Dr. Kelly, whatever she was doing was trying to prevent this, right? She knows about it. That's why she was worried at the dinner table. If we run, we're showing we're scared. If we stay here, we're showing we're comfortable. So I'm trying to decide which one Reese might react better to. Oh my god, we shouldn't have flirted with these sickly boys. They always turn into monsters. I stayed here.
We aren't safe, but I feel strong now. I think I can save us. Stay here. I'll be right back. I just have to deal with the doc.
No. Reese storms up the stairs, leaving you with his creations. Oh my god. Oh my god. You dial your cousin's number. Hey, where are you? Oh. We need to say it's Reese, though. Saying it's Reese directly? Or not saying it's Reese? Not that Tabitha even remembers Reese that well. Reese is gonna kill his mom! And also, he's a werewolf or vampire or something. A what? I always knew there was something that smelled off about that kid. Oh, you can smell that kind of thing? Stay put. I'm on my way. Don't get eaten. Your cousin hangs up the phone. Try to warn Dr. Kelly. You make your way to the door that Bet can do yesterday, all intrigue now washed away. You know where it leads, and you know what secrets the stone that lurked in the forgotten basement of the clinic had to share with you. Hey, can we like put away the stone first? Because if Tabitha comes, I don't want her to get a seizure. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Dude, what are we gonna do? This is... It's not even an invisible, translucent ghost, it's a physical being. And what the hell are the paintings? His paintings have magical powers that can do something? Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway leading from the house proper into the doctor's office, there is a monster, preparing to do something unthinkable. We should say something. He's listening to reason right now. Or he should be. You grasp the handle and turn. Dr. Kelly emerges from the shadows and levels a firearm in your direction. You instantly notice it's not a proper rifle, but some kind of tranquilizer gun. She's not gonna kill her son. Duck! You do as she says, ducking out of the way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as a projectile leaves a barrel, whizzing through the air. His tongue is split. The canine teeth, the nails. Was it just uncut nails or was it like monster nails? I don't even. You turn to see a dart embedded in Reese's chest. Oh no! He pulls the tranquilizer dart out from between his ribs, heaving heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system.
You're going to have to try harder than that. You bit... No. How did you...
As if you could hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. And we have a lot of people on our side, actually. Maybe Tabitha doesn't have to come. I'm just sitting here thinking, if their parent-child relationship was done a little bit better, we could have avoided this. Maybe for Dr. Kelly's case, it's a bit of, the harder you try to hold on to something, the more it slips out of your grasp. Like, if we could somehow be a little bit more forthcoming about all this. Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, paint flows out between the cracks in the wood. Reese's panic, pulling in a mob of furious creatures to hold his enemy in place. He can directly control them. Maybe they correspond to his emotions? The artist darts away, but his creations continue their work in his absence. Oh no, never mind. Never mind about the friends part. I don't have that many. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway as Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairs by stiffening globs of paint. Let's go to Dr. Kelly. You run forward, braving the onslaught of Reese's creations, dodging them as best you can as you try to see where Dr. Kelly went. Oh, the door in front of you is smothered in paint. Is it the front door? It's got a little mailbox slot. Hey! Dr. Kelly's voice crackles out of some unseen speaker. You! Welonz! I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. What the hell is your son, ma'am? I wish I knew. He was fine until he hit puberty. Everyone said raising a teen was gonna be a bitch, but they don't know the half of it. I need you to get to the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're there. Reese won't hurt me. I'm too hot, okay? I'm too hot for him to hurt me. You turn back around and head to the medical storage room. But I don't think Reese will hurt me, though, if he stole himself. I'm here. Great. Now listen to me. I need you to use the black taped key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. Well, it got redder here. It's a bottle labeled carfentanil. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't gonna cut it anymore.
An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good. You should hear this.
What, you killing me?
Welonz, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not gonna hurt anybody else, just her.
Can you not hurt her either? Can you do that for me?
If I don't, you and I both know she's just gonna shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers? Did I hear that right?
There's webbing between his body and his arm. What in the— this is not a— I need Stella's folklore legend book or something. What? I don't know my— was there one that had some flappy web stuff?
And shove me back down in that basement? Or maybe someplace even worse? And keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence? I feel amazing right now. Better than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me.
Reese, I get it. But we don't kill people, okay? If your mom did something wrong, we can bring her to jail or something, but I'm not gonna let you tear her to pieces. Don't do that. Don't. But it's pissing him off. I'm not gonna let you kill someone, Reese.
Why not? She wasn't afraid I might die. Does she know those tranquilizers aren't going to kill me? Does she care?
Yes! No! She's using tranquilizers because it won't kill you! Trust me, Reese. I've always been careful with your medication. I want you to live. I love you.
Tell yourself whatever lies you have to, Mom. If you wanted a good relationship, you had your chance, and you decided to convince me I was dying instead of just letting me exist.
Wayne?
Don't try to spin it like some kind of crime of passion, now that the consequences are staring you in the face.
Enough. Reese cries out in pain.
Ah! What the hell did you do to my shoulder?
I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. The two stagger off down the hallway. Hey, Wayne really has my back every time. He really does. Quick! Grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. You do as she says. The tranquilizers are easy to find, marked with a small square of black tape to match the key. She's certainly an organized woman. The only thing that's like this kind of story, yeah, maybe we should talk about this later. I'm just thinking about the whole parent-child thing again. Like, this is so depressing and sad and probably avoidable. But it's just that now that we have a supernatural component to it, where Reese can actually kill his mother instead of just being mad and upset. You make your way out of the medical storage room and back to the hallway where Dr. Kelly has disappeared. As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves open the door, slowly breaking apart the mass of paint, sealing it shut. Hurry! I don't think I can keep it open for long! You slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly. Though one of those little smears manages to slip past her. Did you hear the squish. At least it doesn't have organs. Dude, this has like... There's 4 different knobs on this. If she was really being an asshole, she could have just been like, quick, put the tranquilizer through the mail slot and not let me in. She stomps on it. Painted viscera splatters across the cement floor. It sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. Really now? Hey, what's the game plan? Both short and long term. Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, then I lock him in here. Then I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we all live happily ever after. If you're gonna be sarcastic, maybe I should be too. Let's be serious. There has to be some other way. It's just gonna make him feel trapped. It sure is. Especially since I'll have to isolate him even more now that he knows what's going on. He's going to hate me. But you gotta work with what you've been given. And what I've been given is an ethical dilemma where I either let my son kill me, freeing him to go out and kill others, or imprison him for the rest of his life and force-feed him poison to keep him controllable. As Reese says, he's not gonna hurt anyone else, just Dr. Kelly. So we could be like, here's your mom, kill her. And then he'll just be whoop-de-doo, fine and dandy. Or we can trap him in here and everyone's unhappy. What was that thing Reese said earlier about how individual small stories of horror that pan out to be a bigger picture once you realize what's going on? So this is supposed to be the individual piece of horror? Oh yeah, so small and inconsequential. Or the third option. Kill him. I've decided which outcome I can live with. As a doctor, or maybe not even as a doctor, like she prioritizes keeping someone alive, biologically speaking. But people in pain, maybe some people would actually prefer to end their life. But as a doctor, she's made a decision that no, I gotta keep my son alive, and I'm not gonna kill him. While we're at it, any other secrets you're keeping? Maybe. If we both survive, I might decide to share a few more. If you don't go tattling to anybody. What's this room? Old X-ray room. Lead walls. After I realized this whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with special remote-controlled locks. Glad it could finally come in handy. Let's talk, Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead. I have nothing left to hide. What is he? At first, I thought he was some kind of werewolf. But if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him, and you've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. I'd be fascinated to know what happens to him, or how his body does it. Heh, remember you're not a vet, Dr. Kelly? But he seems pretty hell-bent on ripping my throat out, so I guess that'll just have to remain a mystery. It's not that she's not aware of what she's doing to her son. She knows she's doing stuff that'll make him hate her. But she has no choice. There is no choice here. It's this or kill her own son, or let her son kill her. And then possibly also kill other people. Because right now we just have Reese's word that he won't hurt anyone else, but we don't know if someday he's gonna either change his mind or maybe he just won't be in control anymore. That one is a bit of a crapshoot. When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes, and then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. I saw that when he was transformed, but I wasn't sure if it was like that before transformation. I figured he might have some kind of genetic disorder. Had him checked out at a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now, just a couple inches and some facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off, or maybe a hallucination. But the second time, it wasn't as subtle, and it didn't go away as easy. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. She doesn't want to tell anyone, because what if they take her son away and experiment on him and stuff? How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different, and I just make sure to stay on top of his dosages, so he rarely ever does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There is only so much I can do to control him. Was his dad similar? A strange little smile creeps onto Dr. Kelly's face. I wish I knew. Oh. Reese just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. So that picture in the hallway is Reese then. Every family we've met is a single family. Single parent family. I keep having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. Are you telling me about your wet dream, doctor? But then, all of a sudden, my periods stopped. I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Wow. I can't believe you didn't... Oh my... That's terrifying. This is a ghost... This is a ghostly impregnation? Is that what I'm understanding here? Oh my... You're way too chill with this. But it's been like 20 plus years, I guess. Why did you start poisoning him? Dr. Kelly sighs. Can we stop calling it poison? Yes, it's poison. But the act of me giving him poison was not me poisoning him. I was medicating his illness. It started when he was around 15. I've been giving him increasingly high doses of Klonopin, but his body kept adapting, and his symptoms would come back, especially if we ever fought. I couldn't keep ordering all those drugs. It was already suspicious, and I could risk losing my license, especially if anyone ever found out what I was using them for. Someone approached me with a solution. I took it. Who? And I've been dealing with the emotional and mental consequences of that decision ever since. Who approached you, and what did they say? Dr. Kelly gives you a long, hard look. I don't want to talk about that woman. Woman? Is it Sybil? Sybil is all herby and stuff. But screw it. I might die tonight. Sure, I'll tell you. It was... What the frick was that? Could you say that again, Doc? What? And that's all I have to say about that. What the... Wait, how come I can't be like, hey, could you say that again? What the hell? It's a woman! It's a woman. And, well, Sybil seems really suspicious to me, okay? Especially with the tea drinking earlier. Oh, Sybil can't be the cat. How do you know he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number 1. It's not like he's usually a violent kid. He's mostly just sad. But every now and then, we butt heads, and that's usually when this side of him comes out. It might be because you're repressing him too much normally. It just burst. Imagine if this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot tall monster with a million teeth, and rips someone apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. He can tell us he's not, but he is, and I agree with that assessment. Don't you think it might be a self-fulfilling prophecy? Some degree of it, yeah. Oh, don't preach to me. Is he a sweet kid most of the time? Absolutely. And Ted Bundy was sweet to the people he picked up off the side of the road. Serial killer? Didn't mean he didn't go ahead and slaughter them anyway. I know what my son is capable of, so it's my job to make sure he doesn't hurt anybody. The relationship between you seems so difficult. I feel for Reese too, but at this moment, I definitely feel for Dr. Kelly more. More? Maybe we shouldn't be comparing them, but it's difficult. Yeah, you could say that. He was such a cute kid. When I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I'd be ready, but he made me love being a mom. It's not like it was going to be sunshine and roses forever. No matter what, kids grow up and they change, sometimes for the worst. This is part of being a mom too. Doing what you can to make sure the child you brought into the world isn't going to go around eating people. Well, now that I'm in on all your secrets, I guess we're kind of a team, huh? Kid, you're at least a decade too young for me. I thought that was the sound of my heart breaking. The sound of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence of the clinic outside the safe room. Wait, though, but does that mean that if I had taken that ghost deal in the library and I got old, then I wouldn't be a decade too young for you? Damn it! Shit. This might be game time. Get those tranks ready. We have to get this door open before he crosses the hallway. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. Ugh. He's brought friends.
Is this what you were so afraid of?
Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. Dialogue options marked romance will start a romantic arc with the character you're talking to and will lock you out of romantic arcs with other characters. Here? Oh, what? Oh. So I can do the same thing but not start a romance arc. What does this mean though? If I give the darts right now, she's gonna shoot. But I feel like choosing one of those trait options during a big choice might always be a good option. Oh. You step forward. Place a calming hand on his face. You take another step forward. Do you have a death wish? Get back! Reese has stopped in the middle of the hallway, staring down at you, a hint of fear in his eyes, like a raging elephant staring down at an approaching mouse. You slowly lift your hand to his face. He shudders as you touch his long maw, the skin elastic and constantly shifting as the bone beneath expands and contracts unnaturally.
What are you doing?
You gently drop your hand, your eyes meeting his in a moment of understanding beyond the need or usefulness of words. And then a shot rings out. Wait, that's not a drink! Tabitha! Oh my god. Oh my god. Shotgun in hand, your cousin rounds the corner and trains her weapon on Reese's writhing body. What the hell are you doing, Welonz? Get away from that thing! Tabitha, what are you doing here? Stop it! Let me sedate him. We can deal with this non-lethally. What? What does this work? How does this work? Oh shit. You step forward, filling the space between Tabitha and the whimpering Reese, his face already trying to stitch itself back together as he sits propped against the wall. Oh! He's healing. He heals, so if we had let Dr. Kelly sedate him here, it probably would have been the same as giving her the trank darts, I guess. Hey, cuz, listen. The situation has been evolving rapidly. Out of my way, Welonz! He's okay, Tabitha. He's not going to hurt anybody. Back off, Tabitha. This is none of your business. Let me handle this. Ah, it's my fault for calling Tabitha here. I shouldn't have. I want her here because it's reassuring to have her here, but it could make things worse too. Oh, sure, because you were doing such a good job. That thing was about to eat my cousin. That thing is my son, Miss Scarlet. And despite appearances, he is still human. Don't talk about him like he's some wild animal. Quick, Welonz! He's fixing himself! You don't know what you're doing! Get out of the way, or I'll have to make you! Her threat is interrupted as Reese scrambles past you, knocking Tabitha's gun to the side and stumbling down the hall towards the entrance to the clinic and the freedom beyond. What in the ever-loving... He pauses for a second, staring longingly back at you from his almost unruined face. Oh. And then he's gone. His creations leaving with their maker. Oh, I don't know about this. We just let him go. And we're absolutely losing brownie points with our cousin for this too. Not my biggest concern right now. Oh, we just... I don't know. I don't know what the alternatives are, so it's hard to... I guess it would be just him getting sedated and going in that cell, or what? Dr. Kelly dies. Shit! The three of you charge down the hall after him. He's gone. But he's long gone. The door to the clinic hanging open. The night beyond seemingly empty. I don't think my hot trait really thinks with a brain. She was just doing whatever she wanted to do, and I don't know about that. Well, we'll roll with it. Great job, Welonz. You've set a monster free on the populace. If you'd just gotten me the tranquilizers, this would have been all over by now. That wasn't the way to keep going either, though. You want him trapped in there for the rest of his life? I don't know about unconditional freedom. Yeah, I think freedom is a basic thing that everyone should have, but he has special conditions and we need to have special considerations for that, so I'm not gonna just blindly say he deserves freedom. And we would have been locked away forever. Maybe. Or maybe I could have reasoned with him. Eventually. Maybe this is for the best. The two of you should leave. He left behind quite a mess for me to clean up, and I need some time with my thoughts. I shouldn't have called Tabitha here. Not a word of this to anyone, or there will be hell to pay. Tabitha grumbles. Come on, Welonz, let's go. She is pissed. The two of you make your way to the bottom of the hill, where Tabitha's car is parked among the sleepy houses of Scarlet Hollow's residential street. She places her gun in the trunk and turns to face you. I'm really sorry. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Tabby, okay, that was not... I shouldn't have called you here. I just made you... Because it was like, why the hell did I even call her here? If I was just gonna stop her from doing what she wanted to do. And she was trying to save me, too. But, anyway, more important issues, I guess. You're alone right now. Is Stella still missing? I tried calling her a couple of times, but I kept getting her stupid voicemail. Yeah. Shit. Let me think. It's a long shot, but there's a place that might be worth checking out. We're going on a hike. After a bit of a trek, you and Tabitha stop by the edge of a 2-lane road. Oh, she's right there! Near the town limits. Oh. Damn, we should have just asked Tabitha day one. You immediately found her. There, sitting on a log, staring mournfully out at the asphalt, is Stella. You watch her from the underbrush. She's alive, thank God. She sounds more exasperated than relieved. Oh, Tabitha. Though you know by now that it's just her trying to cover up genuine emotion, she's deeply relieved and terrified to show such vulnerability. How'd you know she'd be here? It's where her parents died. She ran off after we saw a ghost last night. It just made sense that she'd be here. I gotta let Tabitha talk to her. I can't. I'm stepping out, okay? You gotta go talk to her, Tabitha. She'd probably be glad to see you. Don't you two have a thing? I don't want a third wheel. I'm just happy to know she's okay. Don't you two have a thing? Besides, we've got baggage. I'll just make things worse. Oh, I'm very curious to see the outcomes of this. Maybe I'll pick one for a canon playthrough, but we'll go back and like check out some of the other choices. This chapter... Oh god, I feel like this is for every chapter, really. I want to see the other choices. I just don't have that kind of time to look through all these choices. Oh my god. Should I go? I guess we... Okay, right now, I'm like... In my head, there's a lot swirling through about me and her, Tabitha and Stella, but Stella doesn't know what I'm thinking. Stella doesn't even know that I know about Tabitha and her having a thing before. So maybe I shouldn't be unilaterally making choices and just... let's go talk together then. Tabitha knows. Oh god, this is so... Do I want to just say it's purely platonic right away? I mean, I kind of want to be there, but maybe they need the privacy. Okay, let's just pick one. Let's just pick one. Okay, I've been like scrolling through these for like 5 hours now. It's purely platonic, but let's go talk to her together. Maybe that'll be easier. Okay. Thanks, Welonz. The two of you join Stella, perching on the old log on either side of her. Y'all came to find me? You didn't have to go through all that trouble. I was probably going to head home soon. You had Welonz worried all day, you know? Went all over town looking for you. And it looks like you got into some trouble, too. Welonz, you're all covered in blood. I think a lot of it is paint, actually. Paint? What? This is where your parents died, right? New student orientation. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Ah, that's a horrifying image to have to see. And I just think about how Tabitha found her mom, too. Why? Why are we all so tragic here? Have you been sitting here all day? Yeah. Just waiting. Silence falls over the three of you. The wind rustling in the leaves and the sound of night insects carry on around you, muted in the still night. Nothing happened, though. That's probably for the best. Oh, so she took last night's confirmation as ghosts are actually real. And then she came back here thinking, oh, what if I could see my parents too? Oh. Tabby? Did I do something wrong after the accident? What? There's whole years of my life that just feel like they never even happened. Like every time I try and remember them, it's blank. I have all these videos sitting on my channel that I don't even remember filming. It's scary. Did I do something to push you away? No. All you wanted to do was talk to me. But Pearline wouldn't let you near me. Oh. Tabitha? Stop hiding behind your mom's corpse. She's gone. The only person who can make decisions about your life now is you. Hey! God, you're right. I was an adult when your parents died, Stella. It doesn't matter what Pearline wanted. I pushed you away, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Tabby, I've missed you. I've missed you too. The three of you stare out into the quiet night. I think the accident is probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just wanted to see them again. I wanted to know whether I even could. I never found anything, so I eventually gave up. Then, last night happened. And I ran out here to see if maybe it would happen with them too. Even if it meant seeing the crash again, or seeing them all messed up and dead. I just wanted to see them. It's been a whole day. I don't think they're coming. Do you want to say goodbye? Stella sits in silence for a long moment, her breaths slow and even. Goodbye. I love you. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine. She's silent again, as if waiting for a response. No response comes. But she smiles, a lively glimmer returning to her sad eyes. That kind of felt better. I don't think I realized how much I'd kind of trapped myself in my own head. Thank you for breaking me out of it, you two. Stella straightens up, stretching her back. Gretchen wags her tail, tags jingling in the quiet night air. Did she even go home last night then, or did she run straight here? We should probably head back, right? I haven't slept in a day. She didn't go home. I don't think we should keep secrets though. I know she's dealing with a lot, but dealing with stuff is a continuous state that we have to continue to deal with. Wait, before you go, we should tell you about what happened today. Oh? Are you sure about that, Welonz? It's too late. The cat's out of the bag, and now the two of you have to tell me about your misadventures. You and Tabitha relay the events of the evening as best you can. Saying it out loud somehow makes it feel less real, like you're sharing the plot of a horror movie, not something that actually happened to you. Oh my god! So he's just out there somewhere? All monstery? You can thank Welonz for that. Hey! This is a lot to take in. I've known that guy for pretty much my whole life, and I had no idea. You never noticed the nails? The teeth? I hope he's okay. You know, I think processing just the one traumatic event is enough for the day. This new one's going right into the void. Fair enough. At least, until we get to the end of the week. The three of you and Gretchen make your way back through the woods before arriving at Stella's house. I like these three. And more importantly, I like the two of them together, and I hope this means that they're gonna have a relationship from now on. Like, a functional relationship, not romantic or platonic, just a relationship. This is me. Thanks again, you two. Come on, Welonz. I think there's a carton of ice cream with a Scarlet name on it. Tabby, wait. Before you go. Stella wraps your cousin in a tight hug. Oh. Don't be a stranger, okay? Never again. I promise. Oh... these two are so... Don't be a stranger, okay, Tabby? And I'll make sure she won't be. I'll drag her to see you. You and Tabitha quietly return to the estate and make your way to the kitchen, where she pulls out 2 pints of banana chocolate chunk. Oh wow, she's sharing her ice cream with me. That's how you know she thinks highly of me. She puts one on the table and wordlessly thrusts the other into your hands. I wonder, I feel like maybe there were different variations to what could have happened here. What if I didn't say it was platonic? We still didn't really officially talk to Stella about anything yet. So I'm kind of like, yeah. But I've only been here for 3 days. I'm not that, like, I'm just feeling the town out. I'm not that attached to anybody. But Tabitha, you guys have pictures of each other in your office, in your computers. You guys need to make up. I'm sure there's a lot you want to talk about, but we're both here. We're both safe. And we both had a long week. Let's just exist together. Yeah. The two of you stand in the kitchen, quietly eating banana-flavored ice cream, while Frou-Frou purrs gently in her sleep nearby, an oasis of calm. Oh, I almost wish maybe we should have had a ice cream hangout for us 3. But maybe, a little bit at a time. But as Tabitha's spoon scrapes the bottom of her empty pint, the moment ends. What? I'll buy more. Alright. I'm off to bed. You should try and get some sleep too. Here's hoping tomorrow is uneventful, right? Thanks for this. Oh, it just ended? Oh, look at Frou-Frou! Look at Frou-Frou! Not even curled up, it's just sprawled out. Your cousin leaves for her room, your body breaking down from the stress of the day's events. There's nothing left for you to do but head to bed. Exhausted beyond belief, you stumble into your room and collapse on the bed. As your eyes sink, you realize something smells off about the room. It smells rotten. You jolt awake as the door creaks. Don't look so frightened. I was just going to say good night. And to give you a word of advice. Tabitha won't be around tomorrow. Too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you. And you might be surprised at what you find. The forbidden wing? I never checked it. If that locked door is in the forbidden wing. Thanks, Wayne. Until then, sleep well. Wait! Wayne pauses at the door. I'm not scared of him at all. I really do feel like he's been looking out for us. Yes? Well, I am available and ready. Thanks for looking out for me tonight. Without you... Well, we still had Dr. Kelly and Tabitha, but I think you helped out by distracting people and all that too. Anytime you find yourself in danger, I'll be there for you. I will always be there for you. I'm glad you're okay. I was worried Reese might have... Wayne emits a strange kind of coughing sound. You realize he's laughing. Like that. You managed to catch me off guard. Those constructs of his were an interesting little trick, but that's all they were. He won't be so lucky next time. Did you know Reese was like that? I knew he was different. How exactly, I wasn't sure. But now I know. I should be able to make quick work of him next time. He's just misunderstood. He's not complex enough to be misunderstood. He's a miserable walking weapon that spends all his time feeling sorry for himself. It would be best for the world if he were put down. Oh, we're really messing up Scarlet Hollow, aren't we? There's ghosts and werewolf-adjacent creatures just going all over the place. But Reese is not just some random ghost, though. Reese is someone that we've grown to know well-ish, as well as anybody else we could have been meeting at Scarlet Hollow, so... I don't know, man. My god. No, I don't think... No, Wayne? I don't know. He's all creepy and stuff, and Tabitha tells me to stay away. How did you even get in the house? I don't know, but I think you're safe, at least for now. I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate. Aren't you gonna lecture me? You were free to make your own decisions, and those decisions have been made. Wow, he's not controlling at all. I know that something pulls at you, and now that it's started, I know that you cannot stop until your task is finished. I'll keep you safe while you do what you must. Why are you following me around? Why not Stella or Kanika or Sybil? Why not Tabitha? Because you're special. Good night, Welonz. Wait! Wait, I didn't get to flirt with you! I didn't want to flirt with you in front of other people, but if it's just between you and me, I wouldn't mind that. Wayne leaves your room and closes the door behind him. He's a gentleman. The damp smell of the mattress is starting to become almost welcoming, a sign that the now daily horrors of Scarlet Hollow are finally behind you, at least until the sun inevitably rises once again. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese out in the woods somewhere, truly free for the first time in his life. It would be great if he could make good on his word that he won't hurt anyone aside from his mom. But I don't know. We don't know anything about him. What kind of creature is him? We don't even know. Well, that's 2 for 2 for bad decisions. In Scarlet Hollow. And letting monsters and evil ghosts go, but... Hey, it's festive for Halloween. And then you think of nothing. Hey, I thought we were gonna get a cutscene. They spent it on Stella's flashback, I guess. God. You thought Stella was just some random cryptid hunting, ghost-loving YouTuber, but the story behind why she became that way, she is incredibly traumatized by her parents' death. There's just so much going on between everybody who lives at the town and... So the timeline is they graduated high school, and then Tabitha just stopped hanging out with Stella. And then at some point, Stella's parents died. It said new school, like there was a brochure that said new school orientation, so that was like university. Right, so basically right after they stopped talking, or like right around that time, Tabitha ghosted her and then her parents died, and then she really needed some kind of support, but no one gave it to her. And she's just been shouldering it on for all these years. Ah, I'm in pain. I'm in immense pain. And we haven't even talked about, like, what about Reese and his mom? You could see exactly where the both of them were coming from, but yet, like, how did we reconcile that? I wish they would have just communicated a little bit better earlier on into the relationship, but Dr. Kelly being a mom and just wanting the best for her kid, but going about it in maybe not the best way. And then Reese is way caught up in the having been trapped for that many years to really consider all those things, which, you know, to be fair, that's totally fine. I wonder if it's even possible for Reese to die here, because Tabitha shot him, and he seemed to have some great healing abilities. So, yeah. Well, he's probably gonna appear again. He's alive, he's out there, he's gonna come back. Hopefully as help, and not as something bad. If you trapped him in there, he's just gonna get angrier and angrier the whole time. Oh, man. Scarlet Hollow, Episode 4. There we have it. Been really enjoying this. I've been wanting to know what happens in the next scene so much. I don't really get to just sit still and talk too much about how I've been feeling about this, but I've been really engaged by this. One of the few games in recent memory where I've been staying up late to play and waking up early to play. I'm a little bit picky about games that don't have voice acting these days because, like, frankly, to have to read all the dialogue is really harsh for my throat. But that wasn't a problem here because I was just so wanting to know what happens next, and it's just been a pleasure to go through. Everybody in the cast, they have lovable attributes to them, but also frustrating things about them, which I think is a good thing, because it makes people feel much more compelling, as opposed to everyone just agreeing with everything you're saying all the time. The moment-to-moment dialogue is so snappy too, I love it. Every time they had a YouTuber joke, it always got me. Yeah, I've just been really enjoying this. I feel like they dropped some hints of what they're gonna cover in the next few episodes. Tetanus Lake and whatever other location, Julius's house or something. But I'm a little bit disappointed to find that Tabitha's gonna be busy at the mines. Then again, I think she was busy every other episode too, but she still came to my rescue whenever I needed her, so maybe she'll still show up. Yeah, Tabitha... Tabitha, I think, is pretty clearly a lot of people's favorites because everyone's like, I can fix her! Just give me time, I can do it! Which, well, everyone likes a project, I guess. I'm pretty curious about the, like, what would happen at that last scene if I didn't say that Stella and I were platonic, though. Do you want to go back and check it out? I've been avoiding opening this can of worms of checking out different routes because I feel like it's never gonna end, but this one I'm just a little bit too curious about. It doesn't matter that Stella and I have a thing. You two need to reconcile. We can both talk to her together. Okay. And then I'm gonna guess that this conversation is gonna be very similar. Yeah. God, can you two just make up already? Stella and Tabitha fall silent. I need to stop hiding in my mother's shadow every time I make a bad decision. I pushed you away, Stella, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Well, it was a nicer way than how I went about it, to begin with. She cannot hear about it. You keep the events that transpired at the clinic to yourself, at least for now. I'm just worried that if we don't tell Stella now, then we don't have time to next time. That's why I really want to tell everybody at the earliest convenience. The three of you and Gretchen make your way back through the woods before arriving at Stella's house. This is me. I guess I'll see you two around. Stella, do you have a thing for my cousin? Welonz, I'm going to have to take a rain check on the ice cream. Something came up. Before either you or Stella can get in a word, Tabitha's already turned and walked away. Right, so the deciding factor here was really us telling Tabby what we thought our relationship with Stella was. Which, you know, it's a visual novel, you gotta give agency to the player and all that. But it's a little bit strange because it's like we don't really consult Stella on what she thinks. She thinks what I think. She thinks what I want her to think, basically. She's not wrong. Do you want to come in? We can see how the guest bed compares to mine. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, Stella. Wow, Tabby. Tabby, my wing woman. She... Well, maybe I shouldn't feel too bad, because I feel like, again, the characters feel how they feel according to what I make them feel. So, in this timeline, Tabitha understands that things were in the past, and I like to think that she won't have any, like, longing romantic feelings for Stella anymore. That's what I like to think anyway. Oh, this is such a bro move. That's crazy. You can't say I like you, but I also want to... Oh, that is such a bro move, though. Wait, I actually kind of want to see that, too. Hold on. Stella, I really like you, but I'm in town because of my cousin. Maybe another time, or in another life, but I've got an important ice cream date waiting for me. Sorry, Stella. Stella's expression sinks a little, though she tries to hide it. Even after she gave us her blessing, huh? You really care about her. Maybe in another life then, Welonz. Damn. Damn. Stone cold. We just spend the whole time flirting with everybody and turning them down. Well, interesting, but, actually, I feel the same. Wink. She's forward. Oh, and then this would be counting as starting Stella's romance. We're here again under better circumstances. Stella ushers you inside, a barely contained grin threatening to split into an excited smile. Oh, by the way, I broke into your house this morning, hope you don't mind. Let me just go take a quick shower. I've been sitting outside for a day. I need some soap. It'll just take a minute, then we can get cozy. Okay. Oh, man, I would kill for a shower also. What a coincidence. Stella laughs. Yeah, I'm sure you've built up quite a lot of grime today. It's all yours when I'm done. Oh, okay. She hurries off, leaving you and Gretchen in the living room. Gretchen immediately curls up in her bed, clearly exhausted after a long day of worrying over Stella. Oh, you poor little guy. But before she has a chance to fall asleep, a heavy knock startles her and you. Gretchen growls. There's someone at the door. Oh? Well, Gretchen already growled, so they must know someone's here. There's nobody home. Very funny. Oh, hey. Open the door, please, Welonz. I'm a little bit busy right now with my new girlfriend, if you would just... maybe another night. You summon the bravery to cross the room and open the door. Wayne cocks his head, the stained veil over his face fluttering in the slight breeze outside. The outside of his clothes are streaked with what you at first think might be gore, but you very quickly realize it's actually paint, and there are wide claw marks down his shirt. Oh, when we were in bed, I don't think we noticed that. We're looking at him more clearly here. See, he really helped us out. The paint, he was fighting Reese. But he's still in one piece after his altercation with Reese. Dude, get out of here. I'm in the middle of something. You know, Wayne, I was so worried about you. Fine. No need to worry. The boy managed to catch me off guard with those little constructs of his, but he wouldn't stand a chance against me without little tricks like that. I won't keep you long. I know you have a warm bed and a warm body to keep you occupied tonight. So we can flirt with Wayne, but then he sees that I'm with someone and he's like, oh yeah, that's chill. But I wanted to give you a suggestion for tomorrow. You should take advantage of Tabitha's absence at the estate. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her around to stop you. Do a little exploring. You might be surprised at what you can find. He slowly steps back, shining eyes fixed on you as he disappears into the dark night beyond Stella's door. So maybe no matter how you end off this chapter, Wayne always gives you that information. Just to give you a bit of a forewarning for tomorrow. Gretchen's growls escalate into barks. Calm down, Gretchen!
Oh!
Were you just talking to somebody, Welonz? I don't want to lie. Lying is a... Oh my god, what? Wayne stopped by. Oh, she got a little bit scared. He's still following you? Are you sure we're safe? I think he's on our side. You think so? I guess that's good. I still don't love the thought of him stopping by unannounced at odd hours of the night, though. Yeah, but that's exactly how he saved me. At Risa's. But you'll let us know if he tries anything, right, Gretchen? Gretchen snarls, yapping fiercely. Good girl. That's right, Gretchen. You're the most vicious little geriatric pug there is. Understands everything we say. You know, the thought of your creepy stalker, whether he's on our side or not, makes me feel a lot better about having you around tonight. If I wasn't around, he wouldn't even be here. It'll be nice to have somebody next to me if I get scared in the middle of the night. Speaking of, I'm exhausted. Let's turn in. She gonna go put on a shirt? Oh, right. But you said you wanted to shower. Sorry, head's a little fuzzy from staying up for the past day. There's fresh towels in the bathroom, and I've got some extra bathrobes. I can put your clothes through the wash so they'll be extra clean and fresh in the morning. Wow, this is getting spicy. It somehow feels like the longest and shortest shower you've ever taken. Too tired to think. Too tired to process the flow of time. Stella sits outside the bathroom door and makes quiet and comfortable small talk with you. I can't even shower by myself. And then you're done. You dry off and step into one of her extra robes. So, are you coming in? No option. You walk by Stella and into her bedroom. She gently closes the door behind you. Sorry I didn't clean up beforehand. You can think of it as getting the authentic Stella experience. And sorry, Stella, I've already seen this morning. She slips past you and lies on the bed, dressed in an oversized t-shirt. Oh, you're quick to follow. She's warm and still slightly damp from the shower, her skin fresh and flowery. She turns to look at you, smiling, dimples creasing at the edges of her mouth. The bed is a little bit small for the two of us. You could kiss me if you wanted to. At this point? Okay. You shift closer to her and close your eyes. The magnetic pull of anticipation rolls down your spine and across your skin, and for a moment that seems to last forever, you take in every detail of the world around you. The forested scent of her eucalyptus shampoo, and beneath it, the slightest hint of campfire. The comforting heat of soft but calloused hands against your cheek. The thunder of your hearts beating ever more quickly, in unison. The tension rises and rises, a tone seemingly without peak. And then it breaks, and her lips touch yours. They're fresh and minty and soft, cool against yours, and guided by the gentleness of someone looking to hold on to the memory of tonight for a long, long time. And then she pulls you closer, tighter, and the two of you lose yourselves in each other. Eventually, the two of you break away and open your eyes, gazing at each other from opposite ends of the pillow. You drift off together, limbs entwined, exhausted and safe, and comforted. Tomorrow may bring some new horror, or it might not. But whatever happens, you'll face it together. Aww. That's a very sweet romance as well. Stella is cunning. She won't kiss you, but she'll be like, you can kiss me. Like, if you wanted to kiss me, I will let you. Goodness, that was really cute. But my heart's pretty set. I can't let my cousin be like this. I need to get them back together. I know they're officially friends now, but I really need them getting back together romantically to also be an option in the later episodes because please God, you can't do this to them. They never broke up or anything. They just got torn apart by external stuff. Like, you need to give them this option. I think of all the romance options, I probably like Stella the most, but with her out of the picture, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do because I feel like Kanika hates my guts. Dr. Kelly thinks I'm a kid, and also I nearly killed her son, so that might kind of affect it. And then who else? Avery, Reese, and Wayne? I think the second person I'm most interested in at this moment might actually be Wayne. And this is the point where I realize that there must be something in the Scarlet blood, because why the hell am I only interested in Tabitha's exes? Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just stay single, which is a little funny for a hot character, but you know, it's because I'm too hot. Everyone is too scared to approach me. That's why. Okay, so this is the end of episode 4. Episode 5 will release later this year. Follow us on social media to stay up to date on the rest of Scarlet Hollow's development. I will say, if you've been enjoying this Let's Play, but you haven't played the game yourself yet, please do consider buying the game to support the devs and trying some alternate routes yourself, because I'm pretty sure this is the kind of game where you can do different choices than what I did and end up with completely different scenes and stuff, and I think it would be really fun to check that out. I'm pretty tempted to do a little bit of checking out on my own time too, just because there seem to be so many different possibilities. And maybe not even just stylistic differences, but informational differences. Like, oh, if you have a certain trait, you get access to this information, but if you didn't, you'll just go through all these episodes not having the same information set, which could be pretty cool. So theoretically, if you play like 1,000,000 times, then you'll probably end up finding way more information about what's gonna happen to the town going forward than someone who's only played once. I'm excited! I'm glad I started playing this because Scarlet Hollow is really cool, but I'm also upset that I started because the whole thing's not done yet and now I gotta wait with the rest of you. At least episode 5 is coming out later this year though. Maybe it'll come out for Halloween? Well, whenever it happens, you can expect that I'll be here. This was Welonz with Scarlet Hollow for now. We will return whenever we can. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing it, and I will see you all in another place, in another time. Bye!